Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So today we have the monster Kelvar, and I'm going to go ahead and do a full review level 1 to 150 rank 5, showing you guys the best skills, the best rune setup, and everything you need to know about this monster. I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. Alrighty guys, so we have the monster Kelvar here, and while I was doing my previous review actually, the GM monster, while I was doing that review, I did actually come across in the monster game, the Kelvar monster, and I was like, wait, what the heck, how did this monster get released before this? And I have access to that one, but I don't. But they were kind enough, Social Point was actually kind enough to give me Kelvar as well now. We're gonna go ahead and do full review, so I want to give them a huge shout out and thank you for Social Point for sponsoring this video again, providing all the resources, the gems, the cells, and everything else, of course. Before we do get started, there's going to be a QR code on the screen. You can go ahead and either scan that or go ahead and hit the link in the description down below to access the game or download it if you haven't already. But anyways, guys, we have the monster's egg here, Kelvar, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So it kind of reminds me of this one other monster. I think the monster's name was like Acheron or something. Some of you guys probably remember him. Oh, here it is. Achatron. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Achatron. That's the one. Look at him. You see the resemblance, right? Like that's just the egg. But look, that's the baby form. So you guys can kind of see it's like it's almost the same. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it looks different once it's like a final form here. We're about to see. Oh, okay. So it's like an electrified version of him, basically. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. But there it is, 1365, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna go ahead and view this monster real quick. Before we actually feed him up, I'm gonna go ahead and actually just max it out straight away. I like feeding my monsters from like level 1 to 150 straight away, rather than like having to feed them up to like 100, then going back to rank them up, and then going back to feed them. You know what I mean? You might as well just go ahead and get all the ranking aside, like finished up, and then get into that later on. But take a look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, this is actually really good. Immunity to control, so you have immunity to every kind of control: freeze, stun, possession, corruption, mega possession, mega corruption, I don't know, mega whatever, all of that. And then immunity to torture as a trait, not a status character, but as a trait. So he gets immunity to every kind of torture, which is really good, right? And then rank 3, you have A-Ray random positive status effect. Now this is what I call a monster. Seriously, this is actually amazing. I'm so glad they released this monster. I wonder what event he's going to be available in. If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. But man, this one's gonna be meta for sure. I can tell just by the status caster and by the traits. I hope the skills are also good. I hope it's not a disappointment with the skills. I see there's a removing stamina. I hope that's not the case for most of his skills, where he's just removing stamina. If it is, maybe throw in some like stamina leak with nightmares or a bunch of other random stuff. I don't know, to make it even better. We're gonna find out in a second though. I don't want to judge the book by its cover yet. Okay, but let's go ahead and feed him up to 150, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Look at him, Kelvar at 150 rank 5. So in terms of stats, we get 52,416 power, 1.558 million life, and then 28,127 speed. I like the speed, honestly. But anyways, the elements, it's light and water. Okay, and then let's see the skills. What is this monster all about? We're about to find out, guys. We have a low light damage to all enemies, applies dark weakness and light weakness as well. Gains 1 extra turn. Oh, nice. It's an extra turner. What else do we have? Triple the damage with stamina regen. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, this monster's going to be meta. I'm already going to say it. Just by those two skills right there, he's going to be meta. Give 50% of stamina to one ally. Oh, cool. So whenever one of your allies runs out of stamina, this monster's there. Like a good boy, literally, right? Applies positive status effects, protection actually. Positive effect protection with 30% of stamina to all allies. Nice. And then removing stamina 30 or 50%, 100% stamina removal. I'm good. Stamina leak and no. Okay. Yeah, those 4 skills, you don't ever want to go with them. But these 4 right here, these are the 4 best skills for this monster, guys. In terms of stamina though, stamina's not bad. It's moderate. Cooldown wise, it's moderate to low as well, which I like. In terms of relics, you do have an essence to make it even better. Okay, I'm telling you guys, you need to invest in Kelvar 100%, guys. He is going to be one of those monsters that are going to be meta for a very long time. So wherever he's going to be available in, you got to get your hands on him. Anyways, guys, relics, right? We have Essen as one of them. One important relic that everybody's going to be running is either going to be Barbarian Essen, Genesis SN, which I was just clicking on earlier right there. There is Adventurous SN as well, which is going to be really good. I think that one is actually going to be working very well for him. And last but not least, Shadow Yena's SN, or any other like Flame Mars SN and stuff like that. That also works out. I think I'm just going to do this. And then for banner, here's a few options. I personally would recommend going with one that gives you stamina. Like there's Electro Patrol banner. There's many other ones that deals damage or heals you. Those aren't really bad options. But me personally, the way I like my monsters is like, I want at least one monster on the side, or one of the relic slots to be something that will give stamina to the monster, right? So there's many options here. Somewhat Folk banner is another one. If wear stamina is below 50%, increases wears of power and gives stamina to everybody. So that one's not bad. There is also Mr. Beast banner. I know a lot of you guys have access to this one. If you do, give it. I think I'm just going to do this just because I know a lot of you guys will have access to it, rather than me going with like Summit Folk, which some of you guys won't have access to. Let's go and spend the 25 gems to get rid of that. But in terms of runes, I know a lot of you guys are wondering what to give. For runes, here's what I recommend, guys. Like I said, it's going to be either speed or team speed. That's the only two you should actually go with, and make sure they're mutated with life runes if you do have them. But this is something that you can do. This is going to be very popular. Or another popular one would be just to do a triple speed, something like this. This also works very well. Or you can just do a mix of speed and team speed together, something like this. Or if you want more team speed, you can mess with that. But just make sure you want to take this monster or have this monster taken the turn before your attacker. Not just attacker, but also Megaton if you're going to be pairing it up with, like, let's say a Deild, or there's other excellent options like Linneas, King Adam, those monsters. Now, some excellent teammates for this monster would be anybody that has like dark elements, or for example light elements. For example, Maximus. Oh, perfect, they're together. I just realized that. Synergize monsters. The reason for that is because this monster has both of the elements, and he's basically an attacker, in my opinion. And that elemental weakness, the dark with the light, can actually help this monster out a lot, helping you succeed in battle, basically. And another nice thing is you can actually pair it up with a Deild on the side with the Megataunt. So you can apply that positive effect protection. So that way, if they try to remove the Megataunt, they can't really do it. They can't really trade disable you with, like, for example, Inkato or any other trade disablers, because they need to remove positive status effect first before trade disabling you. You know what I mean? But actually, I don't think it works that way with the traits. It would be protecting basically your double heating with life regen, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure about the Megaton, because I'm pretty sure there's the trade protection for that one, actually. Actually, we have the third monster here. What the heck am I saying? We have Sentinella. I forgot all about this monster. So what's nice with Sentinella is that you have that damage protection. So if they try to, remove the damage protection, they won't be able to. You know what I mean? They have to remove positive status effect twice, because you're going to be applying that positive effect protection here with this skill right here, Maximus Defender. You can either apply it to him, or you could apply it to Maximus himself, because immune to torture with the damage boost, they can't really get rid of that. It literally is called Maximus Defender, so it makes sense. Alright guys, so here we are in battle, and this is the way I want you guys to have your, I guess, setup. You know what I mean? I want you to have Akatron taken in the first turn. I don't know why I keep calling it Akatron. It's Kelvar. Oh my gosh. Alright, but anyways, what you want to do, it doesn't need stamina, so you don't have to do that. You can actually do the weaknesses if you want. Heck yeah. So if there's no anticipation, what you can do is you can just apply those weaknesses, and it just applied to the tank here, of course, or supporter, whatever you want to call it. And that actually just counted as a what do you call it, +1 with this monster. You know what I mean? Because it's a plus, it's an extra turner we just used. And what you can do is you can actually do this again, and that actually gives another +1 right there. But I don't think you could actually cycle those, because both of them are like 2-turn skills. You can either apply that positive status effect protection. Oh, it's actually to everybody. Oh, awesome. I thought it was actually only for one ally, but it's actually to everybody. So if you want to apply that, you can, but I'm not going to. Right now, we got a 25% damage boost with the triple damage here together. So now I do want to attack somebody. Let's do that. Yeah, look at that. 3.61 million. Oh my gosh, come on. It is just too easy. That damage, man, that is crazy. That was a light versus light, of course, but because of the light weakness, we were able to deal quite a lot of damage there to that monster, guys. 900k right there to Tideborn. Awesome. And then this tank gets to turn in here. What you can do with a tank, you can actually go ahead and either deny them, or you can go ahead and, of course, apply some kind of protection, or like whatever it is that you want to do to your monsters, of course. Or you can attack, apply curse, for example, which is a torture. And then what's cool here again, take a look at this. Oh wait, you can actually, oh my gosh, you know what I just noticed? Look, do the stamina, and then after you do the stamina, you do the light weakness. Wait a second, Yeah, you do the light weakness. Look, another +1 right there, right? And you can keep on kind of cycling here. So we could do another stamina here. So you can do basically 3 turns, which actually helps out Kevlar quite a lot there. You help him out a lot, you know what I mean? Because of the extra turns like over and over again. That's a +3 right there straight away, which is really cool. And then on top of that, there's another +1 when he gets a turn, which is nice in the beginning. So anyways, Rune's Polished Aztec deals very heavy dark damage. Oh, look at this. And it is, so this is a dark versus a light. And because there's a dark weakness, thanks to Kevlar, we're going to be dealing an insane amount of damage. Look at that. Wait for it. 5 and then 12 million of the other one. So almost 13. It was like 12.7 million if I'm not mistaken. So you guys can see the damage. It's insane. If paired correctly like this, you can actually, do a lot. Another really good monster, if you don't want to use Maximus, you can remove Maximus. You can go ahead and pair out JJ because there's also light weakness that comes with that. I understand JJ doesn't have any dark element skills, but it can still help him out. I mean, JJ actually doesn't need the light weakness, but I mean, it can still help out a little bit if you want. If let's say that light weakness applies to maybe the Megaton, possibly if it goes all towards the Megaton or something, and you get rid of the Megaton, then you can apply it again. But then on top of that, there's triple damage, which can help him as well. Help JJ out, you know what I mean? Giving him, +1 or whatever towards his awakening. If you combine that with his own sword, that gives him damage boosts as well. Kind of like awaken him a little bit faster. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think of this monster? I absolutely love it. I think this monster is going to be meta, and I think there's a lot of uses. A lot of players are going to come up with ways to actually use this monster, especially for team wars. I would say this monster is going to be fantastic. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of him. That's going to be pretty much it. Again, scan the QR code, get the game if you haven't already, or open up the game using the QR code or the link is down below. But that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the next one. Peace out.